Okay, so we have another 5 questions, SAT math prep. This is from the no calculator section where you have 20 questions in 25 minutes. When you get to the middle numbers, 11 through 15, those are when the difficulty begins to ramp up a bit. So here we go. We have an expression B equals 2.35 plus 0.25x, and C equals 1.75 plus 0.4x. They tell you what B and C stand for. B stands for the price per pound in dollars of beef. C stands for the price per pound in dollars of chicken. And X is the number of weeks after July 1st. And this is last summer. And so the question says, what was the price per pound of beef when it was equal to the price per pound of chicken? So we have a word problem, but ultimately we're solving a system of equations. We want to know when these two are equal to each other. When does 2.35 plus 0.25x equal 1.75 plus 0.4x? This will give us the x value, and then we go backtrack and find the b value or the c. They'll be the same. If you don't like decimals, you can get rid of them. Times everything by 100, giving us 235 plus 25x equals 175, be careful here, plus 40x. So we'll take away the 25x just to keep the coefficient on x positive. That'll give us 235 is 175 plus 15x. Take away the 175, and that is 60. And that means that 60 is equal to 15x. And so dividing by 15, we'll have the fact that x equals 4. You want the price per pound of beef. So B is equal to 2.35, and then we add on that a quarter times x. So times 4, it's like adding on another dollar. 2.35 plus 1 should be 3.35 for this question. All right, great. A line in the xy plane through the origin and has a slope of 1/7. So we up 1, and then we're over 7. Rise over run. Well, the fact that it's through the origin means that b is 0. The slope is 1/7. The equation is y equals 1/7 of x. The question says, which of the following points lie on the line? So when you plug the x in, do you get the y out? When you plug x equals 0 in, you get a 0 out. Now, when you plug x equals 1 in, you get a 1/7 out. No. When you plug x equals 7 in, you get a 1 out. No. When you plug x equals 14 in, you get a 2 out. Yep. Okay, great. We have a complicated looking expression, a fraction on top of a fraction. In cases like this, a good technique to do is to multiply by like a common denominator. Don't just try to put these two together, but actually multiplying by the product of them will clear out the fractions. And so both numerator and denominator get multiplied by the product of x plus 2 times x plus 3. It'll turn your numerator into that because it's times by 1, so x plus 2 times x plus 3. In the denominator, what happens is if you have 1 over x plus 2 and you times it by x plus 2, x plus 3 multiplied, you just get x plus 3. And then when you do the 1 over x plus 3 and you multiply it by x plus 2, x plus 3, you just get x plus 2. And there's a plus in between them. And so that's going to be 2x plus 5 in the denominator. And then the numerator is going to be x squared plus 5x plus 6, foiling this out. x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. And so we get answer B. Great. This is simplifying an expression. So we have 3x minus y is equal to 12. Okay. And they're asking us for the value of 8 to the x on top of 2 to the y. Okay. So what do we know about this expression here? In exponents, we have the fact that 8 is 2 cubed. And so 2 cubed, who's raised to the x, when you raise something to a power and raise to another power, you multiply the exponents. So that's 2 to the 3x. Okay. And the denominator, you just have 2 to the y. And so a to the b and then to the c is a to the b times c. What about a to the b on top of a to the c? That's what we're looking at now. Same base, but we have exponents that we subtract. And so what we get is 2 raised to the 3x minus y. But we know what 3x minus y is. It's 12. And so the answer is 2 to the 12. Okay. Exponent rules. Heavy on this one. Exponent rules. Okay. And one more in this set of 5. We have ax plus b. Ax plus 2 times bx plus 7. Let's write that out. This is going to be solving an equation. Ax plus 2 and bx plus 7. Let's FOIL that out. We get a b times x squared. We get 7ax. We get 2bx. And we get 14. Okay. The coefficient on x squared is ab. And the coefficient on x, if we put these together, we get 7a plus 2b is the coefficient on x. ab is the coefficient on x squared. And we're told that this is going to be equal to 15x squared and cx plus 14. So we know then that when you have two polynomials set equal to each other, they have to match up. And so the coefficients of each of these guys have to be the same. The x squared is under here. AB should be 15. The x term here should be a c. Not divided by, I'm saying it should be equal to. So we know that AB equals 15. 7a plus 2b equals c. But they give us more information. They tell us a plus b is 8. They add up to 8. And so we have that information too. A plus b is equal to 8. So what are two numbers that add up to 8 and multiply to 15? Intuition, we could do it. Add to 8, multiply to 15. Since they're nice and integers, what we get for a and b are 3 and 5. Okay. Or it could be 5 and 3. We don't know who is who, right? So either it's going to be 3 and 5 or 5 and 3. So A could be 3 and B could be 5, or other way around. A could be 5 and B could be 3. What we do with this is plug it into this equation. 7a plus 2b is going to be equal to c. And first, let's take a is 3 and b is 5. So 7 times 3 plus 2 times 5 is going to be 21 plus 10, or 31. Right now, we can answer this question. It's the only one that has 31 in it. But double check, though. When a is 5 and b is 3, we get 7 times 5, which is 35, and 2 times 3, which is 6. Yes, we do get the 41. Okay, so this is heavy algebra here. Heavy-handed algebra, a lot going on there. But you just make your way through it. Take your time. Don't make a mistake. You'll be fine. Okay, so this is the third set of 5. We have one more set of 5 in this. There are 20 questions at a time, and we're doing them in chunks of 5.